All right, welcome back, folks. This is Civ4 AI Survivor Season 9, playoff game number 3. This is pretty much the playoff game that I think people were least looking forward to, just because we have what looks like it might be a peaceful builder fest. We could be wrong, but it does kind of tend in that direction. It's a relatively small map, though, so hopefully that'll stir up at least a little bit of conflict here. The favorite in this game is Gandhi, who's been picked by about half the people in the picking contest. He seems like he has a good setup to just do cultural victory, just get like a quarter of the map, found religions, build wonders, nobody attacks him, he wins like a turn 300-ish cultural victory. That is by no means guaranteed, but it does seem like it's a reasonably likely outcome on this map. So he's probably going to do his Gandhi thing. He also has a gold tile at the start, so he's definitely getting at least one religion out of the gate, possibly more than one. So he is the favorite in this game. I have picked him to win because I don't want to see that happen. I don't really want a boring cultural victory, so I'm picking it so it won't happen. Reverse psychology. No, it's a win-win scenario. Either I get winner points or Gandhi doesn't win on the map. So either way, I end up winning on this map. And then I have Sitting Bull for second, and then Qin Shi Huang, unfortunately, feels like the odd man out. Here's the piece weight scores in this game: Gandhi 10, Elizabeth 9, Sitting Bull 8, Hammurabi 8, Zara 6, and then Qin is a 2. So, and he's also in the middle of the map. So he's next to piece weight 2, 8, 8, 6, and 10, and then 9. It's going to be tough for him to make friends on this map. So he has to hope he gets gets the world's most popular religion spread to him or something like that, or he conquers somebody quickly and becomes too big to run over. I have him for first to die. And that's pretty much it. I think I have us picked to go for a cultural ending in this game, which will make it a reasonably quick game. And let's go ahead and see what happens. Hey, it worked for Victoria. Victoria had the opposite position last week. Victoria was the one high piece weight in a low piece weight game, and she made it work last time. She certainly ran over that map. All right. Stuff that people are researching. Let's see our initial tech choices. So Gandhi's going for a religion. He's going for his Hinduism at meditation. So that's no surprise. Qin is going animal husbandry, which is a great pick for him. Gets the plains cow into effect right away. He doesn't need agriculture. He starts with agriculture. Very nice there. Sitting Bull also animal husbandry. Also makes sense. He has pigs at the start. The Grassland Hill Pigs, which is one of the game's kind of quietly very, very good tiles. Let's see. Hammurabi. Is Hammurabi going for a religion? Yes, he is. Mysticism into meditation. Now he's going to waste several turns on meditation. We'll see if he goes for polytheism after Gandhi claims the mysticism, the meditation religion. So he's going to go for a religion, which may be bad for him. If Gandhi has a religion spread to everybody, that's not good for Hammurabi. Zara agriculture. He has double ag resources. No surprise there. Elizabeth hunting for. Wait, is she hunting into animal husbandry? Probably. Yep, that is the correct path for her. Either that or agriculture into animal husbandry, but hunting is the cheaper tech. And yeah, that's our initial start right there. If you want to see where the units are going, it's wherever the archers are. Okay, Gandhi going south. Sitting Bull going southeast. These bowmen going south. Okay, whoa, wow. Okay, well, that was very, very early city plantings from Qin and Gandhi. Now, the problem for Qin is this is likely going to be a holy city. Now, remember, when the culture pops out from a holy city, it will very quickly go, first the initial borders, but then it'll pop out to here and to here. And Qin is one of those AIs who often ignores mysticism for a long time. He can end up being pretty culturally crushed in this. And Gandhi also has a real chance to get early masonry and build Stonehenge as well. Not a lot of room here, so somebody is going to be very unhappy. And yeah, I mean, the one thing for Qin is, if he founds the city here, connects early copper, if he copper declares on Gandhi before Gandhi has iron, that's probably his best solution for winning this game. Early conquest of Gandhi. Okay, other leaders, no one else is okay. So Elizabeth takes the spot to the northeast. This looks pretty good overall. I wish it had been one tile further east to claim the gold, but then she would need then she'd need to pop orders for the cow. So this is definitely not bad. River Valley, grassland cow for food. She's going animal husbandry, so that's pretty nice overall. And nobody else has settled just yet. Although Sitting Bull is apparently going to grab this fish pig site. Okay, why is it not here? Sitting Bull, why is it not here? Come on, man. One tile further north and you get the fish in range. As it is, he'll need to pop borders. That's a much weaker city. And look, he just isolated the clams. He can't work this. I mean, this city can't work it. What a terrible spot for a city. I mean, it's like, it's not bad. It's a double food resource, but like one tile further north and this city is 100 times better. Anyway, we're going to reveal the map so that we get the pop-up message for Gandhi's religion in Bombay on this upcoming turn. All right, so there's the Hinduism founding as expected. Hammurabi is probably pivoting into the other religion at polytheism, probably. See what Gandhi goes for next. He really needs agriculture so he can build farms. Right now, all he can do is mine. So, like, look, he is working the gold mine and very slowly building a settler. Too bad he's not imperialistic here. He could cut it from, he'd get 6 production into the settler if he were imperialistic. But if he gets animal husbandry, he can actually start growing this city. I mean, on the plus side, whatever he researches is going to be super fast. Anyway, Zara has picked, don't like this 30-turn settler build here, Zara. Now, he is creative. Now, this isn't quite as bad as it looks because he's creative. So, he'll pop the borders in 5 turns, and then he can work the floodplains tile for a 3 food. Oh, wait, no, but then he loses the hammer. Actually, that's not better. He might be here for a little while. Did he just Hannibalize himself? I mean, like, down the road, when post-ironworking, this city's amazing, right? Because you can cut down the jungle, and you have a rice tile, though it is a dry rice. You could farm this tile, though, to irrigate it. AI probably won't do that. And then you have a Grassland Gems, one of the best tiles in the game, and 2 dyes. I mean, this is and double floodplains up here, too. Like, this is an amazing city down the road. It's a little rough out of the gate, though, here in the early part of the game. And he did claim the middle of the map, which is nice. I mean, he kind of boxed Elizabeth in a little bit, but I don't know, she can get up here. She has enough land to be competitive. Also, Hammurabi is not settled yet. Where is he going? Hammurabi, where is this going? Okay, so Hammurabi confirmed going for the next religion. Gandhi on a very fast agriculture, which is good. He does want agriculture. He can that lets him connect the wheat, and he could, in theory, even farm the the grassland cows for a 4-food tile. But for the moment, he's building mines that he can't work because he's size 1. I don't love the 20-turn settler there. Where is this Hammurabi settler going? Okay. I mean, it's all right. It's not like a great city. It does get the trade route connection. I do like that, but that's about it. AI does not do well with these starts that are heavy forests. Okay. 15-turn settler is not great either, although I think that'll speed up. Okay, yeah, he grew another pop point, so that's not too bad. And this will be a holy city here, so like that's going to pump out a lot of culture in the center of the map, right? In this jungle region. Who's going to be the first? Okay, Gondar, what is going on here? Why is this city struggling so? Oh, because he can't. This will be better when the borders pop, because this is only getting 2 food hammers, so at least get 3 food hammers on the floodplains. Assuming he switches to the floodplains, which I think he will. Okay. So it's not good. Like, this isn't good, but, like, it's not as slow as it could have been. It's not fast, but it could have been worse. Anyway, a lot of people on the wheel. Chin on wheel, Zara on the wheel, Gandhi is also on the wheel, which is actually good. The AI oftentimes the AIs refuse to research the wheel and just, like, screw themselves over. Sitting Bull is still limping along towards animal husbandry, and Elizabeth's on animal husbandry as well. It looks like, I think Chin is going to be the first to get his settler. No, Hammurabi will be the first to get the settler. Although it's going to be almost, actually these 3 are almost simultaneous. Gandhi building the settler at size 1, much more questionable. And then Sitting Bull is slowly doing this, but Sitting Bull's ETA will drop as soon as he connects the pigs, which he'll be able to do. Okay, he started building a farm. Will he cancel that? Probably not. See, he should have canceled the farm to build a pasture. Oh, well. I guess he was like, well, I'm halfway done. I might as well try. Yeah, Elizabeth built... she connected the 2 mines. Look at that. I mean, if you don't have animal husbandry yet, honestly, not the worst thing. It's a shame she's not imperialistic. She'd be getting 12... She'd be getting 4 full hammer bonus from this. She'd be at 12 food hammers. Well, literally just 12 hammers, no food. Still, I don't hate it. I think she did about the best she could with that. So some very slow settlers from a lot of these leaders here. Everyone's settling right towards Gandhi while Sitting Bull and Hammurabi get more room. Yeah, I guess you're right. The eastern or the western side of the Pangaea got almost all of the action there. Yeah, you're right. All right, Hammurabi's about to found a religion here, so I got to refresh the map so we get the pop-up message. In case I use that on a later screenshot. He picked Taoism for his religion, interestingly. Hammurabi's just random. He has no preference for any particular religion. And Gandhi, early pottery. He went pottery before animal husbandry. Huh. Huh. I would have thought animal husbandry given this, but no. Well, he will be able to build very early cottages. So I guess that's probably good in a way. It means slower expansion, but it means better economy for what that's worth. And that's about it for the moment here, as Hammurabi burns a turn of anarchy. So we're pretty much just going to start watching. Wow, very early bronze working from Zara. I don't know that I like that, per se. He does not have copper anywhere nearby, does he? No copper for Zara, but that's probably a good thing, so he doesn't connect copper too early here. What is Zara ignoring to go for the early bronze working? So he starts with mining and hunting. He went wheel agriculture. At least that's good that he got wheel. Not having wheel would be bad. He doesn't need mysticism because he's creative. So he's basically just skipping pottery and animal husbandry. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. He doesn't have any animal husbandry resources anyway. Yeah, that's actually not that bad overall. Like from his position, bronze working's not that bad. That's true, and his capital's pretty heavily forested. So okay, I take that back. That's actually a pretty good pick for his situation that he's in. All right, let's start watching where these settlers are going. Because we have, let's see, Chin just finished one, and Hammurabi just finished one, and Elizabeth is about to finish one. So, where is Chin? Chin's settler is going east, apparently. And Hammurabi's settler is going north, okay, into the tundra. Cool. And then Liz's settler is going south. And, all right, well, that was a very fast founding of Guangzhou. Another, not an amazing city, but it does have a dry corn. It's okay. Like, it's all right. I might have preferred grabbing the gold resource, but like I said, it's all right. Seen worse. And Hammurabi goes and grabs the pigs. Again, similar. Medium quality city. Does have a food bonus. I mean, it's got a 6 food tile, so like that's always worth grabbing. Decent amount of desert, but you know, without the pigs, this would be pretty terrible. But with it, it's solid. And then Elizabeth is heading south, so I assume she's going to settle the rice and the fish, most likely. Now Chin is also on early pottery. Gandhi early masonry. And now is he trying to go for a religion off that? Not yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes monotheism soonish. One thing that's helping Gandhi is his second city is like taking over. This is like the capital now, because this city actually has tiles, while his capital's been stuck at size 1. By the way, Gandhi still didn't research animal husbandry yet. And Elizabeth, I think she's going to found on this tile right here. I could be wrong, though. All right, there was a request to look at the capitals real quick. So Gandhi, you saw Gandhi. He's still working that gold tile. Very slowly, still working that gold tile. Chin has connected his food. Chin's capital looks pretty solid so far. Connected the food bonuses, farm both floodplains. He's got a 10 food per turn surplus now. It's a shame he doesn't have more happiness. But that looks pretty solid. Over here, Sitting Bull's built a lot of farms, mostly. He's at the happy cap. Not bad, overall. Researching mining. He just finished a settler as well, which is over here. The Hammurabi, he basically farmed the corn and that was about it. He needs bronze working to be able to do almost anything. Getting archery for his unique unit. Zara farmed the corns, improved the ivory. Not bad. Certainly better than Gandhi's size 1 capital. Although Gandhi has been burning through the tech tree super fast, but he's stunted his growth. Elizabeth's is a little bit more questionable, but again, she couldn't really do that much until she had animal husbandry, and she just picked it up. So she's improved the cows over there, and she's building a pasture at her capital right now. So there's your little setup there. I also had a quest for Diplo. So it does, who is pleased, cautious, annoyed at 0. Yeah, that's a good point, because There is that all the leaders can roll up to 2 points. There's a range of 2 points can roll on peace roll depending on the map. So right now, Chin is annoyed at 0 with Gandhi, also annoyed at 0 with Elizabeth. Is actually pleased with Zara at 0 though, so that's interesting. It's kind of interesting that he's pleased with Zara at 0. And then Elizabeth is also annoyed back at him. But Gandhi is actually cautious towards Chin. Gandhi actually doesn't care that much, interestingly enough. Chin and Zara are pleased with each other. Yeah, that's probably good news. I'm pretty sure Qin Shi Huang does not declare it pleased, if I remember correctly. Okay. If she moved onto this tile, she's founding on this tile here. Never. Oh, wow. She's going even further south. Okay. I proved myself wrong within... I didn't even finish the sentence and I was wrong. Okay. Well, that's a spot I thought Gandhi might get. Gandhi is very, very constricted on land in this game here. Both Chinese leaders plotted pleased. Okay, thanks for that, guys. Gandhi getting squeezed. Yeah, his slow settler. Look at that. That is not a lot of space for Gandhi on this map. Interesting. Now he just... and look at this. Gandhi's settler was here. He was going to that spot, and Elizabeth just grabbed it and choked it off from him. Well. Maybe we will not have a Gandhi just run away on this map. I love it. Sitting Bull is slowly walking west, and then Zara's settler... Zara has a settler out too, doesn't he? Did he just finish it? What? Wait, what? Oh, no, he built it in his... Oh, that's right. He was building his settler in Gondar. That's right. He was kind of dumb. Okay. Yeah, so Gandhi got bounced with his settler. So he's definitely got great econ. He's already building cottages on his river tiles there, but looks like he is not gonna have a lot of land. There's Zara finishing bronze working. Looks like he's gonna settle over here. Remember, we have seen AI leaders get into a lot of trouble if their only resource, strategic wise, was a pasture resource. We have seen some trouble with that. Gandhi finally going animal husbandry now. Sitting Bull on a very slow bronze working. Sitting Bull, because he built his settler over here, he had to walk it all the way over to this side because he doesn't have wheel tech yet. All right, and he built Mound City on a hill. Could be noteworthy that this is on the hill over here. I will say that this opening's gone pretty well for Chin because Gandhi does not... Gandhi looks like he may be in some trouble here. And is that a settler? That's a worker. Okay, now... And Gandhi has elected to found in a spot that's actually not bad, on a plains hill. He'll easily get religion in here, so he'll be able to get the clams. And then he's got a horse's tile, and then iron down the road. Not a bad spot. It's just he's running out of room very quickly in this game. I wonder if Gandhi will try to get a settler down here. Or if Chin has the next settler, but if Chin sends his settler up here, Gandhi might be able to sneak over to this corner of the map. We'll see. And then over here in the east, still seems like it's got tons of room. Whereas the west is very constricted right now. Looks like the next one to get a settler will be Hammurabi, because he's already got one mostly done. He's actually building double settler right now. By the way, this is Barb Central over here. Look at all these barbs hanging out. This one killed something, so it's got a promotion. Zara has also just finished a settler, right? Yeah, he finished a... Now, where is it going? Where did his settler go? Down here, okay. Zara is wandering around in the jungle, apparently. Okay, he picked this spot. Well, that is a spot, all right. His Chin also finishes bronze working. I mean, again, not like once he gets ironworking and cuts the jungle down, it's pretty good. Before that, it's questionable. But post ironworking, like Zara needs to get ironworking very badly. He has so much jungle in his core. I hope his AI is smart enough to recognize that. Now, one thing I do like about this city is there's room up in the north. So Zara has chosen to grab land in the contested part of the map first. And like there'll be time to go get stuff up here. But if he doesn't get this spot now, he's probably not getting that spot later. Let's see where Hammurabi is sending this settler. The one that just finished. Southeast to the coast, apparently. Probably going to settle on that hill tile, would be my guess. All right. Not particularly great. By the way, if this bowman This Bowman at 0. Wow, Gandhi built. I didn't even realize Gandhi was building Stonehenge. That's a fast Stonehenge. You guys call it was called out in chat. You guys were like, Gandhi's going to build Stonehenge in this game. So this means a very, very early profit for him. He'll have his shrine very, very quickly. And that just means this is going to be even more culturally. So like in 24 turns, it's going to pop borders again. It's going to control these tiles here, this tile here, probably this tile. I mean, poor Shanghai is not having a great time there. So interesting. Also, Hammurabi having the highest score so far is noteworthy to me too. I guess Hammurabi's just had a very isolated spot. I considering that Sitting Bull is like in last place, I kind of wish I'd picked Hammurabi for second on this map because he's looking pretty solid. Elizabeth founded a city up on the northern coast here, which is protected by a chariot. I like the corn being available immediately. Corn and horses. Her territory is very, very oddly shaped, but not bad. She will get a city here eventually. And she still has a decent amount of room to expand up in this direction. So I'm not hating her performance. I don't like this Great Wall build from Zara nearly as much. He doesn't really have any barbarian issues. And this is a pretty slow build. He's got a settler walking north. Hopefully he will not get jumped by this barbarian archer that's wandering down. Looks like the warrior killed it without any issues. All right, now Qin, he had another, didn't he have another settler? Oh, he built, uh-oh. This is in serious danger of flipping here. Because Bombay is going to pop borders in 14 turns, you guys, or in 20 turns. This is in serious danger of flipping. Now, it does secure copper. For some reason, he missed the gold tile. Missed the gold tile, though, so yeah. I don't know. Qin looked good out of the gate, and he is researching iron working, so he's going to have iron in 10 turns. But I feel like Gandhi is going to have iron relatively soon, too, because Gandhi's economy is pretty roaring here. He's now managed to grow the capital to a larger size. So, like, he's no longer stunted at size 1, and he's going to get the granary in here. He probably shouldn't be. He probably should be working a food tile, not this. But anyway, yeah, so Gandhi is low on territory, but high on economy, basically. All right, Zara was walking that settler north, right? And were there any other ones in production that we were following? I haven't been checking in on Sitting Bull. He looks like, oh, wow, Sitting Bull is having some barb problems, you guys. Look at this. Barbarian Central down here. He's having real issues with the barbs. After his performance in the wildcard game, you would have thought that he was really in good shape to deal with barbarians, but no, he's actually struggling a bit here. I guess this southern tundra is causing him some problems. Anyway, people are saying that Elizabeth has a settler out, that she just finished one. Yep, she did. So her and Zara, I guess, are in a little bit of a settler race right here. Because Zara is moving in this direction, and Elizabeth is up here. Let's just see where these end up going. We also had a question about who has finished mysticism and who hasn't. So Gandhi obviously has it. Hammurabi has it. Qin does not. Sitting Bull does not. Elizabeth does not. I also think Zara doesn't have it, but Zara's creative, so it doesn't really matter whether he has mysticism or not. Not in the early game. All right, well, that's a pretty equitable division of the land up here. They both just like very calmly agreed to split apart there. It looks like Elizabeth will get another couple. She is going to get enough territory to be decently competitive, I think. Did Gandhi ever end up building another settler? Yes, he has another settler in business right here. Also, Nanjing is having some issues with barbarians as well. I'm not sure where Gandhi's going with that. Sitting Bull is the one who's kind of really struggling on this map. Yeah, he does not have a settler on the map. If he built one, it got killed. So he is not looking good. This is not going well for Sitting Bull at all on this map. Did he crash his economy? I don't... No, he didn't. He's upgrading units. Apparently he's spending money. I don't know why he's running the... He's upgrading something with this money. I don't know why. I guess he's upgrading warriors into dog soldiers because they're resourceless. He seems to be having a lot of problems with these barbarians, though. Like, a lot of problems. Oh, he has a settler in his capital. Okay. But yeah, it's not a good start for him at all. So Gandhi has now done this. So this is a thing, you guys. Now he's going to be pushing culturally from another direction too. Nanjing is in real trouble flipping. Although at least there's another settler going in this direction. 16 turns until the borders pop. Yeah. And Pataliputra already has religion, already has culture, already built the monument. So Chin is not looking so great here. Not looking great. Poor Chin. Well, there's a reason why he's the favorite for first to die. I mean, he just doesn't have any like his lack of religion, or lack of religion and lack of mysticism just means oof. Oh, and look at this. Hammurabi settles here right before Chin can settle. Oof. That's a tilter for sure. Yeah, just denied that spot. Oof. Meanwhile, did Elizabeth just settle another? Okay, Elizabeth settled this spot over here. Yeah, Elizabeth is like off to a slow start, but I like her. I kind of like her position here long term. And then Hammurabi is getting pretty strong as well. The ones who are struggling are Chin and Sitting. I know Elizabeth's score is low, but like hers, that's just because she doesn't have expanded borders. She's actually in a pretty good spot here. All right, let's zoom out. It's been pretty bad for Sitting Bull. Gandhi, I think if Gandhi could just get a little bit more territory. The thing is, though, he might be able to just like flip Chin. Might even be able to flip a city off of Chin, and then, I mean, he's in good position to take over Chin's territory culturally down the road. If you're curious about the graphs so far, GNP, Gandhi, now granted a lot of this is culture, but yeah, Sitting Bull is, I don't know what he's doing. I didn't think his starting position was that bad. He's just struggling badly. Where's the Standing Bull from the wildcard game? Production, Elizabeth's actually leading that, interestingly enough. Food, it's pretty close at the moment, except Sitting Bull is struggling there. Chin was leading early, but he seems like he's struggling now. Power, Sitting Bull has got the power lead because he's upgrading into dog soldiers, and then culture, Gandhi's got the most, as you would expect. Okay, interesting first opening turn so far. I'm curious to see if Chin, now Chin is finishing ironworking here, so you can see he he already had the iron connected immediately, so he is already building swords like right now. He's not plotting war yet, just to check on that. But he is immediately building swords. This is probably a bad thing that he connected metals this quickly, because once the AI does that, they usually stop expanding. Now he's building a settler, so maybe not. But they often stop expanding once that happens. He actually, the settler that was going to go up here to the Borsippa spot, walked back into Beijing. It's just sitting in Beijing right now. Unless he moved it out. All right, now he's moving it south, so I guess he's going to go for the tundra. Although this city here is getting pounded by barbarians too. Looking like Arthritis Bull this game. Yeah, Hammurabi's looking pretty good. The biggest thing that I worry about for him is he founded his own religion, which could be really dangerous in a world where Gandhi has the other religion. And if Gandhi converts everybody, which is a real possibility, he'd be on the outside looking in. All right, did Sitting Bull finally manage to get his situation under control? It looks like he is finally going to get a fourth city up here, sooner or later over here. He is going further north with this than I expected. All right, so Chin has picked up Gandhi's religion pretty early on. He is not currently plotting war. He founded Xi'an. He used his settler to found this spot down here. He is like pretty... There's a lot of overlap between him and Gandhi. And I don't think Chin's going to be able to expand too much further. I guess he's got a settler. Did Gandhi build another settler? Just out of curiosity. Or is he happy with the 4? It looks like Gandhi's happy with the 4 cities for the moment. Question is whether Gandhi is going to be big enough. His economy is outstanding. And I think Gandhi's going for the 3rd religion right now, by the way. Yes, he is. He's going for the monotheism one. But if you're curious about the research rate, so Chin's at... Chin's economy is pretty good, too, because he's running the slider right now. He's upgrading. So his actual beaker rate's higher than this. He's probably more like 20, 22 beakers per turn. Gandhi's at 28. Sitting Bull's at 5. Oh, he is running some gold, but that's still awful. Elizabeth at 11. She's also running some gold on the slider as well. Hammurabi's at 10, and Zara's at 4. Okay, Zara's also upgrade. Why are all these people running the slider? Stonehenge was built by Gandhi, to answer that question. Yeah, his he pops borders in 8 more turns. He's also about to get his shrine in 8 more turns as well. Like, because like the shrine's going to go in this city as well. And then this city is going to have so much culture. I really do think Nanjing is on serious risk of culture flipping. Because Qin does not have any... He has no culture at all. He'll get writing sooner or later, but it's pretty brutal for him. Wait, does City will still not have wheel tech? Is that his problem? Oh no, he didn't have wheel tech. That was his problem. Oh no. That was the problem. Qin has religion in that city. Well, that's true, but the thing is, that actually makes it worse. It's actually more likely for the city to flip if Hinduism's in the city center tile. It's actually worse for him if that happens. And Zaron 17 turn archery. Yeah. I mean, that'll cause that, like, that helps a little bit, but like Gandhi is running Hinduism state religion. It's actually bad if that city also has Hinduism. It makes it more likely to flip if it's the same religion and it's under a lot of pressure. Anyway, just have to take my word for it, but it's actually, like, it helps in the immediate short term, but it's not good long term. Qin can win big if he attacks Gandhi right now. Yeah, Gandhi has nothing but chariots right now. If Qin attacked right this second, but he's not currently plotting war. If he attacked right this second, he could walk right into Bombay, and he would probably win the game if he did that. But he doesn't seem to be doing that at the moment. If you're curious about a quick Diplo check, Qin is annoyed towards Gandhi with some border tension there. Gandhi is cautious at +2. And Hammurabi doesn't like Qin either because of different religion. Yeah, cities are more likely to flip if they're the same religion as the person trying to flip them. Yes. When I did that passive-aggressive game where I tried to culture flip the whole map, I talked about this in some more detail. But yes, there's an elaborate thread at Civ Fanatics from way back in the day that discusses some of this, and I do remember that being the case. All right, so... yeah, Hammurabi has ended up getting a bigger share of the map than I thought he would. He's looking pretty strong, and he just settled this one, Sipar, which really should have probably have gone to Zara. Well, disputed territory between them, but Zara got sucked into Wonder Building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He already has 6 cities. He looks like he's going to get at least 8, maybe 9 or 10, if he's really lucky. And someone's going to get this spot too, which is still unclaimed. Sitting Bull looks like he's just out of it. He's so far behind everyone else. The lack of wheel tech just killed him in this setup. That was really quite bad for him. After he went and looked so great earlier, like, what was it, in the wildcard game? All right, so Gandhi gets his second religion down here. But, like, Gandhi does only have 4 cities. He's building 2 settlers. He's going to need to get some territory in some fashion. Has this city popped it? Okay, so this city popped its borders. Now, the thing is, Stonehenge is going to double in culture soon, because Stonehenge was built on what turn? 2440. So, yeah, it's going to double in culture, and then he's going to put a shrine in here, too. Because didn't he just get a great profit? Yep, he's going to put a great profit, and then the culture's going to double. Watch. So there's the shrine, very early shrine. Like, look, this city's up to 29 culture per turn because Stonehenge has doubled. The rule is it's 1,000 years after a wonder is built, it doubles. Not turns, years on the calendar. So wonders built early in the game will double quickly. If you build something in 1000 AD, it doesn't double until 2000 AD. But so Stonehenge has doubled in value, and the Kashi Vishwanath will also double in value at 440 BC. And like this city's already producing 29 culture per turn. He's going to get another profit shortly to do the other shrine. And then this city will also have a shrine pushing in the other direction. Like, the city is just, it's already at 4% odds to revolt, and that's going to keep going up. So there's a very real chance that this city flips away. Also, Gandhi has now connected his, he connected the copper here, of course. And Gandhi's building the oracle right here. And now Shanghai is not going to flip. Like, this city's not flipping, but, like, look. It doesn't even control it can't even control its own first-string tiles. So, like, this is kind of brutal here. Let's see, 20. Yeah, when Pataliputra gets to 100 culture, it'll start dumping its culture on Nanjing as well. Let me just say, if this city ends up getting the oracle, Nanjing is almost guaranteed to flip at that point. All right, enough of the cultural stuff. Chengdu, uh, Chin puts a city in this little cultural like donut hole over here, and then a very sad, the real poverty point spot goes to Chin, but it does have a gold resource. And that's not nothing, considering how bad his economy is. Getting a gold resource here is pretty nice for him. So, yeah, it's not good, but it helps at least a little bit. Meanwhile, we have more settling of the north. Zara grabs this spot up here. Yeah, Chin is, I mean, so far he's not actually that unpopular here. This is how people feel about him, and it's partly because of the religious stuff, right? Gandhi is cautious, 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 but Hammurabi is annoyed because of the religious tension. And they will have border tension soonish as well. Yeah, a real poverty point with gold, right? I do wonder if Sitting Bull had put his second city here, if he would be doing better. I think he would be. Elizabeth still needs to get culture in her cities. Like, she just needs to research something that lets her pop borders. She's finally going mysticism, and she'll be able to expand borders. She needed that pretty badly. And then she doesn't. It looks like she's going to settle this marble up here, too. Any minute now. Probably on this tile. Yeah. And, all right, now she has mysticism. So she can... Now, remember how Chin was, like, leading in score in the early game? Like, this is what happens when you get culturally crushed. It gets ugly. All right, well, he's put some extra units in here, and that has reduced the flip odds. So at least he's gotten it down to, like, not 4% per turn. But clearly, this is just a useless city, and this city is nearly useless as well. Now, the question is, he's still not plotting war for whatever reason. He's built a decent chunk of military, but he's not plotting war. He does have a settler heading south. Gandhi also settling the far south. This isn't even that bad of a city because it's got furs and a crab. It's not a good city, but it's something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gandhi just needs to somehow get control of Chin's territory. And then there's room for another spot. There's like room for one more city that's half decent. Like if you put it here and get the borders expanded, fish and silver is something. It's not good, but it's something. Is anyone else building the Oracle? Because I don't think anyone else is. Yeah, there is a bit of a pyramids race, and then Elizabeth just found it up there. But I don't think anyone else is building the Oracle. And yeah, pyramids is being contested. I think Chin has the edge right now. Yeah, Chin has a low aggression rating. He doesn't declare a lot of words. He's a pretty peaceful AI leader, all things considered there. So we're just kind of chilling for the moment. People asked if Elizabeth was plotting war. I would be surprised. She is not. And it looks like Zara's got... Okay, we have another Hammurabi city up here. And at this point, most of the map has been settled, right? There's a belated Oracle attempt, but that seems unlikely to succeed. Now, Chin had a settler running around down here, didn't he? Did that settler get killed by any chance? Because he did have a settler down here, and Varanasi... Oh, no, it's still up here, right here. Varanasi ended up bouncing that settler. Is Gandhi plotting war? No. I'm like, is Gandhi plotting war? No, he's not. But he just got another prophet, which is going to probably be used for the Buddhist shrine, I would expect. He didn't... Where does that great prophet... Oh, and okay, he built the... And Zara has also converted to Hinduism. So, like, this is very bad for Hammurabi. Hammurabi looks great from, like, a food hammer standpoint. But this is... Oh, did he light bulb theology with it? He light bulb theology for another religion. I thought he was going to shrine. No. He light bulbed another religion. That's probably the better option because he didn't really have much going on here. But wow. Okay. Jeez. Anyway, Gandhi just needs more territory. If he like gets any additional territory, the only thing that's keeping this game in check is the fact that Gandhi has very little territory. If he gets any more territory, this is going to be a game over situation because his economy is rip-roaring. Hammurabi looks great. The problem for Hammurabi is no one is following his religion. That's a real problem for him. Long term, this is a bit dicey. My Sitting Bull for second pick is not looking good. I'll say that. Zara for second or Elizabeth for second actually looks pretty solid right now. But Gandhi has not won the game yet either. I mean, he does have metal connected, so it would be if someone did it, like if Chin were to attack him right now, it would be tricky because like how are they going to get through the 60% defenses in Bombay? Maybe they'd have more luck at Pataliputra. But like Gandhi's clearly already in culture mode because he's building, well, cultural stuff everywhere. He's even got another settler here comes another settler to go down in the Antarctic. I mean, every city is another place you can build temples for a cultural victory. And I do like Elizabeth settling up here, too. That's pretty nice. It is funny that Gandhi, where did he get his culture from, his copper from? This tile right here. I mean, this is supposed to be Chin's copper. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles from his capital. Gandhi's like, nope, I'm going to settle here, and then I'm going to settle here, and I'm just going to take cultural control of every single tile. I mean, he has control of this tile. Like, are you kidding me? He has control of this tile. That's insane. Chin is finally getting writing, so he'll be able to get some culture going in his cities. All right, and he has enough units in here now and enough culture that this city is not... it no longer has a flip chance. But, like, clearly this is not a good position for him to be in. Anyway, so we'll try to do these turns a little bit faster because there's not... I know I say that oftentimes, but, like, there's not that much going on right now. Just try to check in periodically to see if anybody's plotting war. Elizabeth can now finally expand her borders because she has got mysticism like 10 turns ago. And that'll help out a lot. All right, Chin wins the race to the pyramids. That will help. I wonder if we'll see him go. What are people's favorite civics, just out of curiosity? We have a bureaucracy, universal suffrage. Okay, that's not happening anytime soon. Environmentalism, free religion, bureaucracy. Okay, not a lot here. We might see the bureaucracy. That's about it. Most of these other civics are like all over the place. There's other games where we see hereditary rule, like everybody and their best friend goes hereditary rule, and that's not something that's going to happen here. All right, that's a lot of units in Nanjing. Chin, are you going to go after Gandhi? Nope, not plotting war. How about Gandhi? Is Gandhi plotting war? Nope, he's not. Zara, quick check-in on you. Oh, Zara. We got some potential action from Zara going on here. Who does he dislike? Well, he's pleased or cautious with almost everybody. If I had to guess, though, he has some very small border tension with these two, so maybe one of them. If I had to guess, I'd say Hammurabi, because Hammurabi's a different religion, but... and because he's -2, I guess. Anyway, so Zara, Hammurabi is not plotting war. Elizabeth is not plotting war. Sitting Bull, I am sure, is not plotting war. No. Okay. Relatively peaceful group. All right, Sitting Bull is like, he's finally got his core settled, but it took him way longer to do this than the other AIs. His lack of wheel tech really hurt him. Let's see if we can find where Zara's stack is. That might give us a tip-off to who he's planning on going after. We'll just continue to go through these. Gandhi's on the aesthetics line, so he's off in research land. All right, well, there we go. There's everybody in the game is Hindu, except Hammurabi. Again, that's the danger for him. Everyone else in the game is running a different religion. As far as Zara, if he's building up a stack, I guess it's here. That's not much of a stack, though. He does have a lot of units moving north. Oh, he has some units over here. I mean, if he plans to go after Elizabeth, is he planning on attacking Elizabeth up here? Because I don't think that's going to work very well if that's his goal. Well, he has some units over here. I don't know. It does feel like Gandhi's like starting to lap the field. Gandhi's also doing the thing we've talked about before. Oh, look at this. Chin has double settlers here, but Gandhi's like, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Not going to happen. Yeah, and they do not have open borders, so he can't get through. Gandhi's doing the thing where he just settles. He's like, you know what? I don't care if these are garbage tundra cities. I'm settling them anyway, because this is deity, and on deity difficulty, pretty much anything is still valuable. Plus, I can build temples there for a cultural victory, if I have to. That city is not about to flip just yet, but it is under a lot of cultural pressure. Jesus. Building the Temple of Artemis now, too. That's crazy. I'm still trying to figure out if... Okay, well, that looks like the game's first war. Zara declaring on Elizabeth, of all things. Okay. Probably just stalemates for both sides and goes nowhere. But if by some chance Zara can, start snowballing... He is second in score, so if by some chance he can start snowballing, maybe. Ooh, he actually has kind of randomly lucked into a good setup here. He has a ton of chariots, usually which are awful, but this city Canterbury is all axes on defense, so he's kind of lucked into a really nice situation here. Because I think that city goes down if it's axes against chariots. Yeah, punches a pretty big hole into Elizabeth's setup here. He definitely takes Canterbury. The question is, does he get further than that? If Elizabeth builds, I mean, he's kind of isolated Newcastle as well. Even if he just took Canterbury and Newcastle and stopped there, that would be a pretty big win for Zara to get. Like, that would snowball him pretty decisively ahead of Elizabeth, at least. Yeah, no, we're not joining your war. I mean, like, I don't think he's going to have any success against, like, York down here, but against some of those, like, more lightly defended colonies in northern England, yeah, that could happen. What's the power situation between the two of them? Yeah, Zara's top power. Note that Chin and Gandhi are very close there, so it's not like Chin would easily walk over Gandhi. Sitting Bull. Does Sitting Bull have any cultural stuff yet? Oh man, no mysticism, no writing. Boy, is he in trouble. He has just blundered this game so badly. Gandhi building Colossus is big for him because he has so many of these junk. Look at this. He's got another city going down. He's probably going to settle on the silver. Yep, look at this Tundra Empire of his. The Empire of Penguins down here. 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. Oh my god. Okay. And look at this. He's going to get... Oh my god, he's going to get Great Lighthouse too. Oh my god, Gandhi. He's going to hit 9 cities for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 8, and he has room for another one over here. That's assuming he doesn't flip any cities either. Oh my god. And of course, Great Lighthouse too. Oh my god. Anyway, well, we'll watch the war up here, but like it does feel like Gandhi has already turned the corner on this game. Unless somebody like Zara can just run over the whole map. Like, the way he loses is someone else runs over the whole map. Because, like, the first way Gandhi was going to lose was somebody hooks up metals when he has no metals, and they run him over on, like, turn 50. That did not happen. That did not happen. So now the other way that he loses is someone just controls, like, the other 70% of the map as he accelerates past the rest of the field. By the way, you're still not plotting war. You're a pretty peaceful AI. How about Hammurabi? Nope. A lot of peaceful AIs in this game. At least we have a war to watch. I mean, like, Gandhi is pretty far ahead of everyone else technologically, too. Alright, was that an attack that didn't work? Nope, that was the stack turning around and walking backwards. Again, I don't really see how York gets captured here without catapults. It's on the other side of a river and has walls. I mean, maybe if Elizabeth would stop building so many stupid chariots, but I still think that city's pretty safe overall. So that stack just went up to Canterbury right now. There's another profit. Newcastle, though, is looking pretty isolated. Alright. Also, this city just popped up on the map. Okay. Hammurabi trying to be Gandhi as well. Trying to be Gandhi on this map. I feel bad about picking Sitting Bull. He's just been, for second place, he's just been a complete disaster. Like, not even in this game. Well, there's yet another Gandhi religion. Chin builds Temple of Artemis. Where? Okay, Gandhi. Where is Guangzhou? He built the Jewish shrine now. 42 culture per turn already. This city's back to having a revolt chance again. It's going to get worse, too, when Pataliputra pops its borders in 20 more turns. It's going to get even worse. Like, that city is just... There's so much culture. Where is Guangzhou on the map? I'm sure I've scrolled past it 8 times. Oh, wait a minute. Qin founded the religion. Oh. He founded... So this is not good for him. He founded the Code of Laws religion. Well, okay. Yeah, he must have founded the... No wonder I couldn't find it. I was like, Guangzhou. Where's the Indian city of Guangzhou? Yeah, he founded the Code of Laws religion. Interesting. Interesting. Sitting Bull was good on a Raging Barbs map. This is a small map. Yep, that's probably true. But I also think a huge problem was he didn't research the wheel. He took way too long. So yeah, he's like out of it. Anyway, so we have Zara's main stack is running around up here. Not like Elizabeth has much chance of taking cities either. So these guys are just kind of like wasting time as Gandhi gets further ahead. All right, we're 100 turns in. Gandhi is like on cruise control. He's now building hanging gardens, which he will probably get, which would actually help these little size 1 cities a lot, considering how weak they are. So, yeah, Gandhi is doing Gandhi things, as a lot of us expected. He is definitely looking to run away with this game very, very early on. He's first in almost every category. He's middle of the pack in power. Interesting. So Hammurabi is, look at this, Hammurabi's dead last in power, so he is not looking to fight anyone. Not at all. Sitting Bull not necessarily in a bad spot. Maybe. He has expanded decently well. He needs to get some culture, which he finally is going to get with his totem poles. But yeah, overall, it's just kind of like Gandhi's game, and we're just like watching the rest of the game go on. He is spreading his religion very diligently as well. That's one of those things that like kind of goes on in the background as he builds another wonder. But like, look at Hinduism spread on this map. Like, look at this already. This is pretty wild how far he's already spread his religion. Basically, everywhere that's not Hammurabi's territory, pretty much almost every city has Hinduism already. All right, we can check the beaker rate, but I don't want to spend too much time on these diversions. I want to keep the game moving. So 97 beakers for Chin, who's actually researching pretty well. 159 for Gandhi, 41 for Sitting Bull. Ugh. 52 for Elizabeth. She's in a war, of course. Hammurabi 63, Zara 57. Yeah, the shrine is already worth a lot. The shrine is already worth 22 gold per turn. I mean, that is just such a huge bonus to the AI when they have that kind of shrine income getting pumped in every turn. That's pretty huge. All right, so these guys are clashing at Canterbury. It has not finished walls yet, but Elizabeth does not have enough units here to take this back. She just doesn't. So they're just clashing here, but I don't feel like this is really serving much of a purpose. The one thing that would help Elizabeth is if Zara's dumb enough to attack her in the forest tile, and then she gets the big defensive bonus, but that's probably not going to happen. Looks like she just attacked and... Oh, wait, what? Is that what happened? Oh, no, never mind. Zara's stack moved north. Chin built Chichen Itza. So the stack just moved away. So Newcastle is probably toast at this point. There's just nothing up. Oh, well, never mind. Or Zara could just turn around and run in the opposite direction. Gandhi almost has feudalism already. I continue to want to check in on the... Yeah, there continues to be like a 1% rate of flipping there every turn. I don't suppose Gandhi is plotting war, is he? No, he's not. How about Chin? Does have... Nope, he's not plotting war either. Look at his poor territory. Look at this. He's getting squeezed on so many sides. This is just sad. This is just sad. Look at his territory. He's so squeezed. Gandhi has a city over here, right? And he's about to finish Hanging Gardens, too. Just going to push him even further above the rest of the field. Anyway. I feel sorry for Chin. Gandhi's just putting, like, the full... He's doing what I did when I played that passive-aggressive game where I refused to declare war. He's just doing that to, like, the whole field. He just built Hanging Gardens this turn, too. Alright, here comes the stack. I mean, this is not an amazing stack, but if Elizabeth's too, like, not smart enough to put units in York on defense, maybe it could have some success. It's just walked a lot of units out over here. For the most part, this war has just kind of been dragging both of them down. I don't know why Zara didn't just grab this city, because it's totally for free. At least I was going to say at least he was smart enough to walk across the river, but no, he was not. If he attacks across the river, he makes this a lot harder on himself. Okay, Gandhi, just slow down, Gandhi. Buddy, slow down. This is... You don't have to speed run this game, bud. He's just like... And by the way, 2 more cities over here. Does that get him to 9 or 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 10 cities already. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to settle a city over here. Oh, you know what? I would like marble. Thank you. I would like marble. That's his own. Now he has marble and stone as well as everything else. He's like, yeah, I would actually like that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Um, poor Nanjing. This poor city, man. Because this is about to pop its borders too. And remember, it's getting culturally pressured from Bombay and Pataliputra. So the Chinese culture is actually decreasing. Now there's enough units in here to suppress the flip risk, but it's kind of ugly. Anyway, the longer this goes on, the worse it gets for Qin, by the way. Like, the sooner he attacked, the better it would have been. Well, Hammurabi will get a profit for his shrine. I guess that's kind of nice. Zara's building a bigger and bigger stack, but I still don't think he can break through until he has catapults, which I believe he just researched. Did he just pick up construction? I thought I saw him researching that. No, never mind. He was researching calendar, not construction. That's my bad. What if Gandhi culture bombs Bombay? So the thing is, a culture bomb would not actually help Bombay much at all. Culture bombs move the borders at like newly built, immature cities. They don't do much where there's a lot of established culture. A culture bomb would do very, very little here. Now, if you dropped it here, it would actually have a much bigger effect. But it doesn't really do that much when an area has like a lot of built-up culture. That's a good question, though. I still have no idea how Newcastle is still being controlled. By the way, I should mention, like, look at these water cities of Gandhi. All the trade route income from Great Lighthouse, and then the Colossus. This is obviously the Moai city as well. But like, if you're wondering how is he doing this, his economy is just leaps and bounds better than everybody else's. He also just got a great engineer, or a great engineer and a great artist. Did he get both? Yeah, he got a great artist and a great engineer. Was that the music great artist? Just out of curiosity. Yep, that was the music great art. He almost has he has like half the medieval era done, and everybody else is like just entering the medieval era. He should settle the. Yeah, he could actually put a settler down right here if he wanted to. Oh boy. Anyway, by the way, open borders also increases the chance for a city to flip, if I remember correctly. This city is like barely not at the edge of flipping. Like if it gets okay, and there it is, Sistine Chapel. He's getting every single thing that makes cultural victory. We could be in everything faster. We could seriously be in line for like a turn 250 cultural victory here. I'm not even exaggerating. Which could mean we could have our first first to die game ever. It is in play this time because all the elements are here. A bunch of leaders that don't like to declare war, a cultural victory that makes the game shorter. All those elements are actually in play here. So it could actually happen. Oh, devastating for Elizabeth. Signs a peace treaty and gives York away. That's devastating. Oh, what a terrible peace treaty for her. And a real boon for Zara, by the way. Interesting. So Zara got Canterbury and York out of that war. That just cripples Elizabeth. She's almost completely out of this game now. 1, 2, 3, 4. She has 6 cities left. If you'd been smart enough to grab Newcastle, she'd be even more doomed. Well, anyway, Zara looking pretty good now. Looking pretty strong. So how does he feel about people, just out of curiosity? Well, he's friendly with Qin, interestingly enough, and he's pleased with almost everyone. Doesn't like Hammurabi that much. I wouldn't be surprised if Hammurabi goes after him at some point. Hammurabi does not like Qin either. He's not plotting war, though. Neither is he. Neither is he. And neither is he, because he's in culture mode. Okay. That's kind of what we were thinking, as Gandhi built the Pantheon, too. So, yeah. We're just going to do some next turning for a little while here. I'm not liking my sitting bull for the second place pick. I do wonder if Qin's going to flip. If Qin flips into his own religion, now it's only in 2 cities, but now that he has a shrine for it, the AI has a very strong preference for not only running their own religion, but if they have their own religion and a shrine, they are a lot more likely to swap into it. So that could be interesting if he ever goes that right. Anyway, Gandhi gets the philosophy religion as well, popping up. Where is that? Okay. Popping up down in the Antarctic again. Anyway, so yeah, we're just kind of chilling until another war happens somewhere. Because the game's pretty peaceful, so we can do the turns relatively quickly. We'll check in periodically to see if people are plotting war, but like we don't need to do that every turn. There's another prophet, so Gandhi's about to get another shrine. How much money is Gandhi raking in from Hinduism right now? Probably a lot. 31 gold per turn. Another 7 from his minority religion. And I believe he's about to go found the Buddhist shrine as well. The Zara building mausoleum's a nice pickup for him. And there's the Buddhist shrine as well. So this city is now on 32 culture per turn. And Nanjing's going to come on under even more pressure. Yeah, look, now it's up to 2% odds per turn. I just feel like it's almost impossible for this. Okay, Gandhi, just slow the freak down, buddy. He's like, no, I will build every wonder. Here's Hagia Sophia. I have both marble and stone at my disposal. I will continue cranking out the great people. Like, it's just getting ridiculous at this point. His cultural dominance is so strong in this game. Anyway, this game was well set up for him, and he is certainly executing in this one. Yeah, this city... I'm actually surprised we haven't seen a revolt here yet from Nanjing. Anyway, let's just check in again and see if anyone's plotting anything. Nope. Nope. Very peaceful group of AI leaders. Okay, Chin is thinking about going to war with somebody. It might not even be Gandhi. Now, he's cautious towards Gandhi, but it might not even be Gandhi because he's annoyed towards Hammurabi. That would be hilarious if he declared war on Hammurabi instead of Gandhi. Gandhi, who's stealing every... I mean, look at this. Look at this overlap here. But he actually has a fair amount with Hammurabi as well. Poor guy is so culturally crushed in the middle of the map here. I think he's actually plotting with Hammurabi, I think. Now, he's got a stack building in the middle of the map. Problem for him is Gandhi is like almost out of the medieval era at this point. Plus, he has a bajillion culture in every city. Anyways, Sitting Bull is still in this game. Looks like he's about to pass Elizabeth in score. But for right now, I'm trying to get the... trying to see where Qin Shi Huang's stack might be. If he is going to war. With Hammurabi. Zara is giving Elizabeth a run for her money in this game. Okay, Gandhi, just slow your roll, Gandhi. Because, like, there's still this stack here. This city is at 2% odds, like, every single turn to revolt. And Xi'an is starting to drop. Xi'an's also under the cultural pressure from Padalpucha and Varanasi as well. Oh, he culture bombed Varanasi. He used the great artist to culture bomb this. So now Xi'an is under a lot of cultural pressure as well. 20, 40, 60. Yeah, because Xi'an is actually... Varanasi actually puts cultural pressure on Xi'an as well, though not very much of it. Okay. And Gandhi on Divine... Yeah, he's already on 4-turn Divine Right. All right, Hammurabi gets his shrine, so I guess that's a nice sign for him. Yeah, I mean, he's spread his religion well, too. That's a pretty big economic boost for him. 20 extra gold per turn, independent of the slider, is pretty nice. Otherwise, the game's pretty quiet. Yeah, so where is Buddhism spread, just if you want the map? Not Buddhism, Taoism. Yeah, so Taoism has been spread pretty much the whole eastern side of the map. Don't be... I was going to say don't be shocked if Sitting Bull converts, but Hinduism is in every one of his cities, so he's probably not converting anytime soon. Yeah, almost every city on the map is running Hinduism that's outside of what's his name? Outside of Hammurabi's territory. But yeah, Gandhi's gonna get the Divine Right religion too. I still have not... I guess Qin's stack is in Beijing, I guess. Nanjing is desperately trying to get some culture to protect itself from flipping, but there's a lot of pressure on it right now. There's Christianity. Okay, another religion pops up in another holy city. It's now triple holy city. That's almost... You almost never see a triple holy city in this game. That's pretty rare. Elizabeth gets a great profit, but there's no religions left. All 7 have already been founded. So she can't found a religion with that, even if she wants to. Overall, the game is relatively close between Zara and Hammurabi, and then Chin, Sitting Bull, and Elizabeth are also very close as like the small fries in this game. The odds of all, yeah, he's on 3-turn nationalism as well, so Gandhi will get a golden age out of that. Gandhi snipes Notre Dame away from Chin, who is trying to build the wonder too. So that's even, look at all these wonders. He's got Great Lighthouse, Colossus, Parthenon. I mean, let's look at the wonder list just real quickly, right? India, so this is the shrine. Gandhi couldn't have built that. Notre Dame, Hagia Sophia, Great Library, Mahabodhi, which is a shrine. The Mausoleum, built by Zara, and Komyao's a shrine. The Parthenon, the Sistine Chapel, the Statue of Zeus, the Hanging Gardens. Didn't get Chichen Itza, but did get Shwedagon Didn't get the Temple of Artemis, got the Great Lighthouse, got the Colossus, got the Oracle, got the Hindu Shrine, and Stonehenge. I mean, he has like 75% of the wonders in this game. Leaving aside the shrines, he has like almost all the other wonders in this game. And, okay, enough. And he put that one in Pataliputra as well. Okay. This poor city, Nanjing. So much cultural pressure here. I'm actually surprised there have not been any revolts. I think Gandhi's been a little unlucky. It hasn't had any revolts yet. I don't even know how Chin would attack here. Oh, hold on. There's a stack. Is he getting ready to... It looks like he's not even going to attack Gandhi. It looks like Chin's going to attack Hammurabi here. Which is probably a mistake, given that Hammurabi's a lot stronger. Yep, he is attacking Hammurabi here. At least that gives us something else to watch. I don't think this is a good idea for Chin. So what he needs is he needs to bring in some kind of ally on his side. Let's see. So Chin is actually pretty popular thanks to that shared religion overall. Like, Sitting Bull won't declare war on him. Gandhi won't. Zara won't because he's friendly. So Chin is actually in a reasonably good position here diplomatically, somewhat shockingly so. And then Hammurabi is actually a bit shakier because Zara doesn't like him that much. He could actually get 2v1'd here. Although Zara is not currently plotting war. Yeah, Chin attacking Hammurabi, it's probably his best shot to go after the unpopular leader. Anyway, well, let's see if this works. So far, not a lot happening. Bombarding defenses. What's the power situation between the two of these? Just so we can check that out. Chin actually does have the power advantage. Hammurabi was skating by on minimal military for ages. I think if he sends in the catapults first for collateral, I think he has a decent chance of taking this. City is not on a hill, so once the defenses are down, decent odds to take this. Okay, Gandhi going free religion's interesting. That actually hurts him diplomatically because everybody's running his religion. Well, now Chin actually dislikes Gandhi. He's pleased. All right, so Sitting Bull doesn't declare war at pleased. He's safe there. Hammurabi doesn't declare war at pleased. He's safe there. Elizabeth can declare war at pleased, and Zara can. So I guess Zara is probably the main danger there. Yeah, looks like Borsippa's gonna fall here. All those Choco news for the collateral damage, plus the catapults. Hey, kudos to Chin for making his move here. This might make it more likely we have a none first to tie in this game. Because, like, if there were stalemates, which seems very possible here, or maybe Chin can somehow do something. Like, if he actually were able to solo conquer Hammurabi, he'd actually be pretty strong. That was also a disaster power-wise for Hammurabi. Look at that shark fin. He lost a lot of units. Although apparently then he built more, or whipped out more or something. Yeah, 2-turn liberalism for Gandhi. Yeah. Turn 150 liberalism, which is pretty fast. Pretty darn fast here. By the way, Gandhi has not turned on the slider yet either. At some point he'll be turning the slider on. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wrong city. This city somehow has just barely gotten enough culture to avoid flipping. I'm actually kind of surprised it has not had any revolts. Or if it did, we missed the revolts. Alright, well, we've got one more to watch overall. As we hit turn 150 on this game that's moving pretty rapidly. Yeah, okay, Gandhi, we know. Hey, he's building the Hermitage here as well. Jeez. So I guess his three legendary cities are Delhi, Bombay, and Pataliputra, because he wouldn't have put Hermitage in here. I guess Vijayanagara is not going to be one of the legendary cities then. I guess. I mean, it's looking pretty tough for somebody to beat Gandhi. He is so far ahead technologically. Let's just do this for our turn 150. Instead of looking at the bar graphs, let's look at where everybody is on the tech tree. All right, so Chin has basically finished. Actually, Chin's economy is not bad either. He's just finished them. He's finishing up the medieval era. Okay, Sitting Bull is like halfway through the medieval era. Elizabeth about the same. Hammurabi also about the same. Zara also about the same. They're all pretty close. And then we have Gandhi, who has not only finished the medieval era, he has made progress a decent way into the Renaissance as well. Looked like he took military tradition for his free tech. Wow, military tradition for his free tech. Wow, I'm really surprised he didn't go Constitution. That does mean as soon as he has gunpowder, he'll have cuirassiers. Interesting. I mean, sooner or later, he's going to research gunpowder, you would think. And, I mean, how does he die then? Like, how does anyone kill him then? Everybody else is really far behind. Gandhi is playing like Mansa Musa in this game, yeah. All right, well, we got our next siege going on here. 2 trebuchets and a catapult. I will say if Akkad falls, and Spiral Minaret for all his billion temples now give him gold as well, right? Oh, but he doesn't have a state religion, so it actually doesn't even do anything. He doesn't have a state religion, so it actually doesn't even do anything. Anyway, if Akkad would end up falling here, I would be seriously concerned about Hammurabi just straight up dying. He's got a lot of horse archers in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And, like, the catapults are terrible defenders, and the horse archers don't defend. Uh-oh, this is looking shaky here for Mr. Hammurabi. We know he's not a great fighter. Doesn't build that many units. There's the Taj Golden Age going off. And Sankor. He built Sankor and Spiral Minaret, but he doesn't even have a state religion, which is hilarious. Okay, Akkad did not fall that turn. I don't know if he attacked with everything, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. Hammurabi. Oh, no. Chin looking strong. He's like, as long as I'm not being culturally crushed by Gandhi, I've got this. I mean, if we have a Gandhi 1, Chin 2 for ABC / Mr. Barbarian's fantasy team, that's going to be... I mean, it's like we will not need to run the championship game for fantasy purposes. Hammer taking it on the chin. I know, right? Oof. This is, I'm surprised. Hammurabi just is not good at warfare. We've seen this before in other seasons. He's just not good at it. Also, Chin's economy, for all that his territory has been so culturally crushed, economically, he's actually not been that bad throughout this game. Like, his econ's been pretty solid. He just needed not to be getting destroyed by Gandhi's culture. Oh, my God. Oh! 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 Oh, no! Yeah, I said if he lost that city, it was going to be bad. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, you guys. That's a tilter there for sure. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, let's just see if anybody else is plotting a war here. All right, Zara is getting ready to hit somebody. And it's probably Hammurabi. It's probably Hammurabi here. My Chin first to die pick is not looking so good right now. How about Gandhi? He's like, no, I'm doing the culture thing. Stay away. Elizabeth? Nope, she's not plotting war. Sitting Bull? Nope. Zara's going to attack somebody. Now, he can plot war at Please, but I think the most likely target, especially given that he has a big stack up here, it looks like Mr. Hammurabi, who had a really strong early game, but he is founding that religion. And by the way, I called that just in time. We got that war, because here comes the war declaration. All right, Chin, yes, you're swapping civics here. Smart move by Zara, by the way. Because if Chin solo conquers Hammurabi, then Chin could potentially move into second. But if they partition it, Zara gets a pretty firm lock on second place if they just split the territory between the two of them. And the dream of a first to die none game looks like it's going away at this point. Looks like that's fading from view at this point. That said, I think Chin is also going towards Sipar here as well. So who gets this city will be... Nope, never mind. He's going towards Babylon. So Zara will at least get Sipar. And we'll see what else. Because I think Hammurabi looks like you can probably lock him in for first to die at this point. His decision to found his own religion looks like it might be fatal. All right, so there's Gandhi building Taj. So he was already in a golden age. Now his golden age will be longer. I believe he was already in a golden age. I guess we can't see how many turns he has remaining, but if you want to see the Taj in a golden age. Now there's the beautiful city, right? Look at that. There's your Moai in a golden age city. Yep, what a beautiful sight. Anyway. Nanjing still has not flipped. I still feel like it will at some point, but not yet. And Xi'an has not flipped either, although Xi'an's losing more of its tiles. All right, back to the war. So Qin is pushing on Babylon, and Zara is bombing away at Sipar. Takes a while to get through the castle defenses, but sooner or later these cities will go down. Both of these stacks, I think, brought some siege. Yeah, there's a decent amount of siege. Not enough attackers here in Qin's stack. He needs to bring this group that's healing up there. He can start bombarding the defenses, though. Yeah, he's got this stack moving up. And Sipar looks like it's going to fall in a turn or two. Zara's just being very thorough here. Yes, Gandhi's getting even more great people. Well, he's about to obsolete his Great Lighthouse. I mean, he would have had to get that tech eventually anyway. All right, so Sipar goes down. Babylon is losing its defenses. Hammurabi will be below Elizabeth in score soon. Gandhi on printing press. He is just burning through the tech tree at an amazing rate. Looks like Babylon. Did Babylon get attacked? I think. As he builds Versailles. That's a wonder Gandhi did not need. His empire is pretty compact. Anyway. I think okay, I was going to say I think Babylon is not going to last much longer. And indeed, it did not last much longer. Very odd empire shape for Qin, right? He's culturally crushed back here, but like over in the front lines, he's advancing deep into Babylonian territory. And cutting apart someone who for a long time it looked like Hammurabi was in great shape to be number 2, like at least the runner-up spot, but like the fact that he had this religion that no one else followed just was absolute poison pill on this map where everybody is following Hinduism. It'll be interesting to see what happens as more people get to wow, he's actually the worst. Qin is the worst enemy of Gandhi. That's interesting. Now, if Gandhi doesn't declare war often, but if he ever does, he could put the smackdown on Qin pretty badly here. But no, Gandhi's like, no, I am set. I don't need to do anything. I'm gonna win a cultural victory at like a ridiculously early date. I don't have to do squat here. Why would I start a war? All right, Gandhi's golden age finally ended. So Zara's attacking up north at Opus. Very polite war, by the way, with Qin and Zara. They both have left each other's attempts to conquer cities alone, and they've also been taking territory in ways that are reasonably logical in terms of like empire shape. At least we get something to watch in this game. Like there's been some actual action. No, Elizabeth's not going to be first to economics. Gandhi got there a long time ago. Already researched corporation. He got there a while ago. So Gandhi has indeed ignored gunpowder and rifling, but like he's advancing so deep into the tech tree so quickly, I'm not sure that it really matters. At some point he's going to have to research these. And like by the time someone else gets rifling, he'll also have rifling, and that's really all he needs. He did introduce some danger. Interesting. I thought that Nippur was going to be the next city to get captured. He did introduce some danger to the situation by dropping Hinduism very, very early on. Like, there is some danger there. The only way that Gandhi remains in danger is if he turns on the slider without getting rifling, which maybe he would do. I guess it's possible. But he is pretty well liked by almost everybody. Anyway, Chin's doing a nice job of grabbing this territory. Chaco has how much culture? 5. Okay, so that's 20, 40. Wait, 24. Okay, this city may end up flipping to the Native Americans, but it'll probably be okay. Probably. Chin is definitely picking up a lot of territory here. Let's see who gets these final remaining cities. And, of course, who gets the all-important kill credit point. Yeah, no, the Chin invasion has been shockingly successful. I am legit surprised. This is the era of longbows and castles, which is like one of the worst eras in Civ 4 to attack in. It's very easy to defend and very difficult to attack, but Chin has done really well. Zara, of course, also picking up 2 cities for himself as well. All right, Gandhi, now free speech. That doubles your culture. Well, it's plus 100% more precisely. It doesn't actually double it. Plus 100%. So he's already up to 200, already at 250 culture per turn here. That's without turning on the slider, which he'll presumably do at some point. And 200, yeah, I mean, it's just like when culture gets to this point, your cities are in trouble. Chin has stuffed enough units in here to prevent a flip for the moment, but it starts to get pretty ugly culturally when this happens. Anyway, Hammurabi is building, yeah, he's building bowmen. Well, look, he lost this. He got pillaged. Wait, why isn't he not building longbows? What the heck? I know he has feudalism. Why is he not building longbows? He shouldn't even be able to build bowmen at this stage of the game. Gandhi, pre-slider, not all cathedrals close is already around turn 330. That's true. We could be on pace for some ridiculous... I said we could be on pace for like a 250 ending, something ridiculous. I have seen it happen before, especially in some of the alternate histories, when there have been games where someone just like culturally is so dominant. Culture is the victory condition that finishes first. Like someone is just so culturally dominant that like they just start winning around turn 250, and like once that happens, the other AIs can't keep up. All right, he's running gold on this. I was like, did he turn on the culture slider? Because I saw the 9-turn communism, but apparently he's upgrading something or rush buying. He has, he has universal suffrage, so he could be rush buying things too. This is actually something you can do if you're going for fast culture. T-Hawk used to do this when he went for fast culture games. You can get to universal suffrage either from the pyramids or from, what's the tech that unlocks it? Democracy. You can rush by the temples. Like, Gandhi has these garbage, little ice ball cities. You can rush by the temples in, like, Madras. Don't slow down to build the temples. Just rush by it. Because getting the cathedrals done quickly is the thing that causes cultural victory to hit the fastest. I remember reading that he was like, yeah, just universal suffrage, cash by the temples in your weaker cities. And I was like, oh my god, that's so smart. Never thought about doing that before. I don't know if that's what Gandhi is doing, but like he could potentially do that. All right, so now the question is, who is going to get the actual one tap here for the last city and get the kill credit? Oh, Zara. Okay, it's probably going to be Chin. I didn't realize Zara had diverted up to this city and then Tundra, so it's probably Chin because his army's right here. So Chin could potentially score another point for ABC's fantasy team here. Zara, he might be going towards rifling. Let's see if he goes replaceable parts next. If he does, he's probably going for rifling. Gandhi is slowly going for communism. It would be interesting. The game would get much more interesting if someone actually attacked Gandhi, so he wasn't able to just do this all econ all the time. Problem is, Zara and Chin... Well, Chin actually doesn't like him that much. Zara does, though. Alright, so Chin gets the kill. And we do have a first to die in this game. It's not Chin Shi Huang. It's the person furthest on the map from Gandhi. Alright. Babylonian Civ destroyed. Not quite who we were expecting. But the religion that no one follows, Poison Pill, ended up being fatal for Hammurabi. All right, so he is the first one out. This is on turn 188. Playoff 3, turn 188. Kill credit goes to Chin Shi Huang, who's having a pretty good season. He had a great opening round game. That's his 4th kill on the year. Pretty good stuff. All right, so playoff 3, first eliminated. Someone picked none over here. That's pretty funny. Sorry. Hasn't hit yet. Someday it will. Not a popular pick for Hammurabi to be first to die. Let's say that. Only 21 people had it out of like 300 predictions, so it's definitely not a lot. All right, and then for fantasy purposes, he does score 2 first to die points for Jolnar Binks. So 6 points for Hammurabi this season is not bad, but Chin scores another point, so the lead gets even larger. I'm struggling to see how anyone else can catch up to ABC's fantasy team. It looks like he might just be styling on the rest of the field, which does happen occasionally. Last year it was incredibly close, but some years fantasy's not as close as other years. Just the way it works. Forgot to delete the average. Oh, okay. Forgot to delete the average. I have an average one in that entry. Hold on. Where did I forget to do that? I don't see an average score. I guess I had a... Oh, I see. When I pulled the formulas, that was it. Okay. Wait, what the heck? Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry, you guys can't even see what I'm doing here on the spreadsheet. All right. I think I got it all sorted out. Thanks, that. Okay. All right. So we bid farewell to our first leader. We avoid the no one dies scenario. And then let's see diplomatically what the world looks like here. All right, so here's the most interesting thing in the game. Chin does not like Gandhi. Gandhi does not like Chin. This is the most interesting thing in the game. The rest of the field is kind of a love fest. Actually, Sitting Bull doesn't really like Gandhi that much either, which is interesting. Although he also doesn't like Chin that much either. And then Elizabeth doesn't like Zara because of the war. So I don't think we're done with warring here. Now, Zara is like freaking in love with everyone, except I guess he's only pleased with Gandhi. But he just loves this shared faith with almost everybody. So Gandhi does need to research to at least rifling, or he's going to be in some danger. Like, he needs at least to get to... He needs gunpowder rifling. He went all the way to communism. So if he continues to skip that, he actually could be in a little bit of danger here. So it's not quite... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at the situation here at Nanjing. I mean, this is just unreal. It does not have a chance of flipping right now because there's enough defenders stuffed in it. But, like, this is... that's ridiculous. What Gandhi has done to this guy is, like, it ought to be illegal. This tile's about to get captured as well, and then the only entry will be this right here. I mean, like, this is 2 tiles from Chin's capital, and he doesn't control it. That's insane. Poor guy. Anyway. So anyway, Zara did not go on. Oh, anyway, Gandhi gunpowder. So if you're on Team Gandhi, good for you. So Zara did not rush to rifling tech there. Anyway, the only reason why this city is not about to flip is Chin stuffed like 8 defenders in there. Patalaputra building the Buddhist stupa. I mean, we're already at like not that many more. We're already at like 100-ish turns for the cultural victory. He hasn't turned the slider on yet. Oh. Did he just turn the slider on? Wow. Turn 192. He's already turned the slider on. Are you kidding me? He's going for it. He does not have rifling tech, you guys. He does not have rifling tech. That is dangerous. Very dangerous. No rifling here. He could research it at any point in time. I don't know. This is actually not... I don't know about this. I don't know about this, Gandhi. Well, that's not a good decision by City. That's great news for Gandhi. I don't know about that decision, Sitting Bull. War declaration number 4. I don't know about this. So Vijayanagara, Bombay, Patalaputra. Actually, wait, Delhi's not one of his legendary cities. Wait, Delhi's not one of his legendary cities. Holy cow. I didn't even realize that Delhi's not one of his his capital is not one of his legendary cities. I just realized that. Holy cow. Okay, well, Gandhi's making a run for it. I think that this Sitting Bull war is going to backfire very badly, very quickly, because Chin is a lot stronger than him, and I think Chin is Well, Sitting Bull, I think a lot of people are going for rifling here. So Sitting Bull's going for rifling. Chin is not. Oh, that actually could work well for Sitting Bull, though. Chin is not. Maybe Sitting Bull conquers Chin, and then that's how I get my second place Chin, my second place Sitting Bull. Anyway, Zara will probably have something to say about that, though. Because Sitting Bull's going to have rifles soon, and Chin is not. He's headed off in a different direction. Is Chin going to win by domination? Probably, and he has a long, long, long way to go for that. Probably not. The problem for Chin is Zara is stronger than him. Zara can only attack Gandhi, by the way. So, like, if we ever see him plotting war, he's probably a little unlikely to. It has to be Gandhi at the moment. There's literally no one else he can declare war on. So Sitting Bull's got this stack. Chin is not going for rifling, but he does have cuirassiers already, which Sitting Bull does not have. And okay, that was an absolute bloodbath, and not for Qin Shi Huang. That was really bad. Sitting Bull just lost his entire stack and lost the city. Well, so much about that. Sitting Bull's going for rifling. I mean, he is, but it might not matter because that was an absolute steamroller right there on the part of Qin. We'll look at the power graphs as soon as this turn advances. Cuirassiers are just really strong until rifles are actually in those cities. Oh my god. Woof! Qin is, he is not messing around in this game. Absolutely not messing around. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if Qin conquers Sitting Bull quickly enough, I mean, if he takes out Sitting Bull and then turns on Gandhi, I mean, it's not out of the question because he doesn't like Gandhi. He's annoyed towards Gandhi. It's not out of the question. Gandhi does not have rifles and won't. It's not out of the question that this could backfire horribly for Gandhi here, is all I'm saying. These Plains Cow Hammers are working overtime. Yeah, I mean, this is... If he just attacks Chaco, he would definitely take the city, but I don't think he did. Yeah, that's a lot of units. Well, Sitting Bull is making his way towards rifling. The only real question is whether Zara is plotting war. He's not at the moment. Because Elizabeth is, like, functionally irrelevant in this game. Yeah, she got hamstrung by that early attack. I will say if Qin takes out Sitting Bull, he's going to be at least equal with Zara and maybe stronger. And then Gandhi would almost certainly be his next target from there. We legitimately could see an AI who couldn't even control his own core, like suddenly running over the map. That would be just wild to see that happen. Anyway, so how close is Gandhi? Pataliputra is his trailing city. Pataliputra is 90 turns, so he will have a sub 300 victory date if no one attacks him. I don't know. If Qin is able to take out Sitting Bull quickly, he has a real chance of going after Gandhi next. And like, Sitting Bull is not that big. Sitting Bull has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities. Maybe 7. I think I might have miscounted, but like, that's not a ton. The one thing that's helping is the fact that Sitting Bull did go for rifling, whereas Qin is off on another line. He's on the democracy line. That's like the one saving grace here. Again, the more time that passes, the better it is for Gandhi. The more time that passes, the better it works for him. Because he just gets stronger and stronger as this goes on. Anyway, Sitting Bull's bringing another stack, but like Knights against Cuirassiers is not a great matchup. What's hurting him here is he only has 2 trebuchets in this stack. He should have just attacked Chaco immediately on the first turn. He would have taken it easily. Instead, he's sat here with this huge stack doing nothing for ages and ages. Alright, so Gandhi gets another free specialist. By the way, the situation at Nanjing is even sadder now. This poor city. Still not ready to flip, but like this poor city, right? Does not control any of its own tiles. It's starved all the way down to size 2 because it can't work any tiles. This poor, poor city. Anyway, we're already down to 77 turns. So, like, either we're going to see Qin take out Gandhi in epic fashion, or Gandhi's going to win some preposterously early cultural victory. Unless Zara attacks him is the only other thing I can think of. Either way, it's going to be fun to watch. Yeah, this bought Sitting Bull enough time to get rifles. That could be enough to slow this down. Of course, Chin could just easily go for rifles too. But like this stalled out conflict at Chaco is definitely taking some wind out of Chin's sails here. Just taking too long to take that. Now, he's still going to take the city. Even if rifles pop up in there, still going to take the city because there's too many attackers. But definitely has slowed this down, offensive down. I mean, there's 50-something units there, counting the ones that aren't in the main stack. Like, 2 rifles are not going to swing that. Yeah. But just took a little too long there. That said, I do think that Sitting Bull is pretty dead here. Like, just having rifles does not magically protect you when you're outnumbered by the degree that he's outnumbered here. Also, Chin is probably going to get... Oh, Chin's in Anarchy. I was wondering what he's going to go for next. Apparently, he wants to do Educate. Oh, no. Ah, Chin, why? Well, this is great news for Gandhi. Chin immediately hitting Rifling Tech probably very, very possibly wins in the game. But instead, he's diving... He went all the way to Democracy and now all the way to Corporation. So he has very rifling avoidance tech preferences. Gotcha. Well, that's not great for him here, I'm afraid. So like the only thing is if Zara were to declare war. I think Sitting Bull definitely gets taken out, but I don't know how quickly it happens at this point. Also, that countdown is already getting kind of slow here because like Patalapucha is already down to 60 turns remaining, and it's only going to speed up from there. So we are looking at like a turn 280, turn 275 finishing date here, which is ridiculous. But that's what we're looking at right now. And Chin Stacky is going forward. Elizabeth is getting rifling now too, but she's just kind of been irrelevant in this game ever since that early war. Zara's problem in this game is he likes everybody so much he won't declare war on anyone, more or less. I don't know where this... I guess this stack is going for Cahokia. The smart thing to do would be to just attack right away. Actually, never mind. There's a lot of rifles in there. A lot of rifles in that city. I think they do have to bombard the defenses or it's not going to work. So Chin is slowly pushing this war, but it's not going very quickly. Sitting Bull is very good at one thing, which is just turtling up and defending. I don't know if there's enough units here to take. That's a lot of rifles. I don't know if that's going to be enough to kill that. At least for Sitting Bull's sake, at least this is not on a hill. Rifles on a hill would be even tougher to take out. And this city, yeah. Well, he's crawling to economics, or crawling to corporation, which is behind that tech. But this has not exactly been the fastest war. Yeah, that didn't work. The rifles held strong. See, yeah, no rifles. Couldn't get past the rifles. So I feel like that just kind of ended the game there, because Chin is not going to pull off a fast conquest of Sitting Bull, and if he's not doing that, I mean, how does Gandhi not win the game if that's the case, right? Because we're at 55 turns right now. I feel like that's it. Like, I just feel like the game's over right there. Somehow this city is not flipping, I guess because there's so many defenders in it. But I think that that's, like, basically it. I think that that's, like, Sitting Bull, early rifling, Chin not early rifling. Like, that kind of ended the game. Oh, they actually just signed peace. Oh, well, okay, well, that actually changes things. Because Chin now being in peace means now he's freed up to start a new war. And this guy does not like Gandhi. He's still cautious with Gandhi. So that actually does swing things a little bit. Sitting Bull also does not like Gandhi that much. I guess Elizabeth technically is only pleased as well. And like, I keep checking on Zara because he can plot war with Gandhi. He can't plot war with anyone else in this game right now. So, all right. Does Chin want to try to go after Gandhi? It's interesting that he's like the most noteworthy figure in this game. The guy who's been getting abused by Gandhi the whole game is like the key player in this game. Yeah, we people wanted to see the power graph for that disastrous attack. I mean, Chin is lower than Gandhi in power, so I'm not sure that like that's even necessarily going to go great for him if he does. He needs rifling tech, right? He needs rifling. We'll see if he heads in that direction next. But, like, time is running out pretty quickly here. Elizabeth just changed a bunch of civics. Notably, she went free religion. Oh, wait, what just happened here? Zara signs a defensive pact with Qin. Now, that's interesting. If someone were to attack Qin, which is possible. Because a lot of people don't like... Elizabeth doesn't necessarily like him. Sitting Bull doesn't. Gandhi doesn't. Elizabeth still hates Zara. But Elizabeth going free religion definitely dialed down the shared faith bonus with a lot of them. Now actually, Qin likes her a lot more from shared civics. What is that, bureaucracy? Yeah, from bureaucracy there. All right. Well, now we're just going to wait and see. All right, Qin is still not researching rifling. I know it's pointed out in chat that his tech preferences typically do not cause him to research rifling. I mean, Zara is like the interesting one because he's been very strong, but also very dormant in this game. He got so pleased with everybody that like he just has sat around doing nothing since he took part of Elizabeth's territory and then took half of Hammurabi's territory. All right, now Qin looks like he's finally going for rifling tech here. It's not really as his empire, the western half of his empire is still getting collapsed by Gandhi. Well, he does have time to do something here. Question is just, will he? See, there's the rifling. Gandhi will not have rifles if he gets attacked, and Golden Age is nice timing there. Zara just did a big swap. He didn't drop the religion, though. Stuck with the religion. And now he's researching biology. He's 100% gold. He must be upgrading something. He's not plotting war, is he? Oh! Whoa! There. Oh, he could. No, never mind. You know what it is? It's probably Elizabeth. Yeah, it's probably Elizabeth. Thought it was Gandhi at first. Pretty sure it's Elizabeth. Yep. Pretty sure it's Elizabeth. He wants to go back and finish the job and eliminate her from the game. Probably Elizabeth in this one. For those of you who are hoping he'd throw himself at Gandhi. I mean, not impossible, but I think Elizabeth's more likely to be the target. And Qin now has dropped... Alright, so almost everybody has dropped the shared religion from earlier. Because Zara... Now we have another person in free religion. Zara is still only friendly now with Qin and Sitting Bull. Anyway, Qin, are you back? Qin is not currently plotting war. Where is Zara? Does he have a... Alright, Zara's stack is here, so he's definitely attacking Elizabeth. Looks like Gandhi might make it through the whole game with no one attacking him again. Yeah, I just checked Qin and he was not plotting war. But yeah, as I said, it does seem like Gandhi might just make it through the whole game without anyone fighting him. Yet again. He does it well, right? 27... I mean, geez, this is such an early... I picked a fairly early setup here, and it's still going to be even earlier than I thought. Maybe I should have gone for like turn 270. Qin could go back for Sitting Bull. That's true. He could. He's not plotting war currently, though. Just kind of waiting for someone to do something. We're counting down the turns to a Gandhi cultural victory here. Doesn't seem like anyone's going to do much of anything to stop him. So could be the very fast game we anticipated. I mean, there's been like a decent enough amount of action. This game has not been like completely boring. It's just like there hasn't really been much doubt ever since everyone ignored Gandhi the whole game that he was going to end up winning this one. It's like everyone just decided they were going to play for second place. Now, there is not that much difference between Zara and Qin. So like if Qin could pick up some territory somehow, he might have a chance of leapfrogging Zara for like potential second place. Oops. But if Zara swallows up Elizabeth's territory, he looks pretty good to get second. I mean, again, every turn that goes by, we're down to just 20 more turns. This is ridiculous here. Oh, wait, no, wait. Bombay's not one of the legendaries, though, right? No, Bombay's not. Delhi is. 25 turns, okay. But it's not a lot. It's not a lot more turns. Also, Zara, are you going to make your move, buddy? I guess he's still upgrading units or something. Not exactly hurrying here. And Chin is apparently not plotting war either. How about you, Sitting Bull? Oh, well, Sitting Bull apparently is plotting war. Well, that, I don't know about that. He's almost certainly wants to go back against, almost certainly wants to go back and fight Chin again, which is not likely to go very well. Current ETA for the cultural victory is right around turn 270, yeah. And there's just, like, not a lot of time left in this game. Oh! Oh! Okay! Okay! Whoa! What? What? Oh my goodness. Well, that was not expected. Whoa! Okay. Sitting Bull attacking Gandhi, are you kidding me? The bull stands. That was truly unexpected. I thought for sure he was going to attack Qin Shi Huang. Now the problem is he has to get over here. If he can get over to here, this is one of the 3 legendary cities. If he gets over here, that would stop the cultural victory attempt, but he'd have to get over there. I mean, he has rifles and calves, and Gandhi does not. But he doesn't have a lot of territory. Gandhi actually does have more power than him, so don't like get too excited here. That said, if anyone else were to join him, like if Zara were to attack Gandhi, if like someone else, or can't they like get another leader to join them in their war? Or if Chin does not like Gandhi very much, like it's not impossible that he could, like Sitting Bull could say, hey, can you join us in this war? That could happen. How much slower is the 4th city? So the one that's Pataliputra, Vijayanagara, Delhi. Bombay would be the 4th city. Bombay is 50. I mean, it's still not that far off, but anyway. So Madras is going to get captured here for sure. And then the question is, like, how much further can he get? Interesting. The game just got a lot more interesting with that. By the way, Gandhi has fallen down to 3rd place on score. Interestingly enough, he is back to building units. I don't know if I don't think Sitting Bull can get over there fast enough to take these before the victory hits because it's very, very close. Delhi is the slowest of the 3. 40 turns. Well, Gandhi had to turn off the slider. He had to turn off the slider. He's back to researching units. So Sitting Bull has at least delayed the cultural victory. Yeah, you guys got that in chat too. He had to turn. He had to. Like, he has to get more units. We said that Gandhi not having rifling was a potential issue there. Elizabeth actually has more power than Sitting Bull as well. Kind of interesting that Sitting Bull is last in power here. So again, I don't think Sitting Bull is going to be able to do it. I don't think Sitting Bull can take this out, but there's the possibility for one of these other leaders to I mean, especially Chin, who has infinity billion tiles of overlap with Gandhi, which the AI hates. And also Zara, are you going to get off your butt and actually start this war that you've been plotting? Where is Zara's stack? It wasn't in... Oh, here it is. It's in York. I mean, like, how many units do you need, Zara? You've been plotting war for ages now. Presumably with Elizabeth. And then Chin is just like, no, I'm cool. I'll just sit here. It's like, Chin, this is your opportunity. If you attack Gandhi now, you will legitimately move on to the championship if you attack him here. Zara's been upgrading to rifles, that's true. Gandhi is not going for rifles, which is the tech he needs. This little small stack from Sitting Bull, I don't think that's going to be enough to take Calcutta. Like I said, I don't think he can take these Gandhi cities, but if anyone else joins him, here comes Gandhi's stack. My Gandhi plus Sitting Bull tag team pick pair is not working out here. I did not anticipate Gandhi and Sitting Bull going to war with each other. That was not something I thought we were going to see in this one. But at least I mean, like I said, it makes the game more interesting at least. It's Indians versus Indians, I guess so. There's a reason why I usually use Native Americans, and it's not like because this term is more correct or whatever. It's the term Indian. Like my research was on South Asia, so for me, Indians means people from India. Oh! There it is! Oh my goodness! The curse never fails! It never fails! Oh! It never fails! Chin attacking Gandhi. Wow! Amazing. Amazing. Wow, okay. I think Gandhi is toast. He doesn't have rifles. How's he going to defend against this? Well, it's not over yet. Gandhi is not that far off, but he needs a 30 something more turns, and he's researching steam power. He doesn't have rifles. He's going steam power. I mean, even if he gets rifles, it's not guaranteed. Oh wait! No, he's queued up the bottom of the tree. Oh no, he's queued up railroad, so he's at least 8 turns away. Where is Let's look at that power stat graph again real quick. I mean, Chin's not that much higher than him, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Right. Can Gandhi get to rifles? Can he get to machine guns? If he can get to machine guns, which he's not far off, he can probably stall out a lot of these attacks. Now, again, the problem for Gandhi is this is one of his cities. This is one of his cities right here. They're like the first cities that get targeted by Chin. That said, I don't know if Chin has like a giant stack, right? He's got like a couple ones moving around. I don't know. We'll see if he puts together a big stack and sends it somewhere. But yeah, I mean, just like rifles and calves, like, okay, well, that will help Gandhi. Sitting Bull pieces out. Okay, that we know the AI really struggles pathfinding wise in a two-way war. I mean, like, there's a stack here, but I don't know if this is enough. Well, that didn't work. That got shredded by cannons pretty easily. Chin, are you gonna do this, bud? Where's your main stack? I don't see like a big Chinese stack anywhere. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. I thought that like Gandhi was toast here, but now I'm not so sure. Because I just like don't see a big stack of Qin Shi Huang. I think he did not trade very well. No, actually Gandhi's trading worse here. It died attacking Sitting Bull. Ah, okay. Can you see how Gandhi feels about Sitting Bull? Sure. How Gandhi feels about Sitting Bull. He does not have the you brought in someone to kill us, so good catch there. Looks like that's not the case. It's at Delhi. I mean, that's not that big of a stack. I guess he has some forces. Well, whatever was over there just died, so... whatever was over there just died, so... Yeah, that's not going to take down... Oh, well... Oh, okay. Another war. Good news for Gandhi, who just got attacked by Sitting Bull. And that war counter just keeps going up. Backstabbing Bull, apparently. Well, that's good news. It looked like Gandhi's goose was completely cooked here. Now all of a sudden Chin's the one in trouble. Meanwhile, Zara's like, yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here. I've stopped war plotting. I'm just gonna chill. And I think I got a top 2 slot pretty much locked down over here. The backstabbing Bull indeed. Yeah, I think Gandhi has weathered the storm here. I think. Now, I mean, like, that slowed him down on his cultural victory, but I don't think it stopped it. And if he can get to, as you said, to railroads and then rifling tech, he's probably back to being fairly safe again. So, like, that slowed down the cultural victory, but I don't know if it stopped it. Sitting Bull just trolling here. I mean, to be fair, Chin did attack him earlier, so, you know, he's just trying to get his get back here. But, I mean, the twists and turns of this game. I do wish that Zara had been a little bit more active in this game. Like, at the very least, if he had just, like, taken out Elizabeth, as it seemed like he was about to do. The fact that he got so big and then immediately got super passive has been a little disappointing. Like, in terms of an excitement standpoint, if nothing else. But, yeah, I don't really see how Chin does this at this point. I mean, he's got to deal with Sitting Bull, and, like, how does he take over the stuff? I mean, what's going to happen is Nanjing is finally going to get captured here. Because there's, like, he can't even reinforce this city. Gandhi should be able to take this pretty easily. I mean, it's like entirely in Indian territory. Gandhi's finally going to take control of this territory here. A valiant attempt by Qin Shi Huang as Gandhi builds yet another shrine. All right, well, there's the first city going legendary. What is it? I keep getting confused. So it's Vijayanagara is already legendary. Pataliputra. It's weird though because like where's Vijayanagara? This coastal city is the first one to go legendary. Like that's wild. This is the first legendary city. His third city, which was a coastal city, and then Pataliputra, which is his fourth city down here, is the next one to go legendary. And then so we're just waiting on Delhi. Will be the third one, and Delhi is 28 turns off. Okay. The third legendary city has flipped multiple times. Gotcha. That's why I keep getting confused. It keeps going back and forth between Bombay and, well, they're both about the same ETA. Oh, no, never mind. Delhi's fast. I guess Delhi, you know what it is? And Delhi does not have the slider on right now. If you turn on the slider, this would decrease. But, you know, if I'm Gandhi, I actually think it's right to keep the slider on. Just keep researching. Don't die here is what you want. So I think it's actually better to keep the slider off. Now, what would be even smarter would be researching rifling tech instead of combustion. And there, yeah, now Gandhi is actually starting to take over some of these cities. So I think we hit the high water mark for Qin, and I think it's Gandhi. You know, he was threatened in this game. He did get attacked by two people at the same time, but it looks like he weathered the storm. And yeah, he's actually now the one on the offensive. Sitting Bull helped, but I think Gandhi kind of had this even without that. Yeah, now that the machine gunners have popped up, I don't really see what Qin can do. Not against machine guns. Somehow Nanjing is still holding out here. I don't know how much longer that's going to last, though. Sitting Bull's offensive also seems to have run to an end here. I don't suppose we could have one more war declaration so we can hit the one I have. I picked 8. Oh, and there we go. There's a peace treaty. Gandhi got Nanjing for peace. So this finally comes under control. He got Shanghai and Nanjing here at the last second. Has 58 culture on the very first turn. That's pretty wild. All right, I wonder if Gandhi will turn the slider back on. Did he ever get rifling out of curiosity? Nope, he still doesn't have rifling tech. Researched almost everything conceivable other than that. Well, now the advantage will swing back to Qin in this war against Sitting Bull, presumably. But these two are at the same tech level, so like it's hard for either to make much progress against the other. And now Gandhi finally, belatedly getting rifling tech here. So I think Gandhi has pretty much wrapped this one up now. And it's also hard to see Zara not getting second place. Oh, well, there we go. I was going to say hard to see Zara not getting second place. Hey, that's the one more war I wanted. Can we hit? I mean, if we hit Gandhi first, cultural victory, the victory date is online to be in the turn 290s and 8 wars. I'm actually going to score pretty well, all things considered, in this one. Still a little ways to go. But, I mean, Delhi is 21 turns away. I mean, that's turn 293. Now, if Gandhi turns the slider on, he's going to cut a lot of turns off that. So I'm kind of hoping he doesn't. Also, Nottingham, apparently culture flipped to Gandhi. I don't know if we even covered that. Because this is now in Gandhi's territory as well. Apparently he culture flipped that. Meanwhile, over here, Qin is now advancing back against Sitting Bull. By the way, you know, for a game with all these high peace weight AIs, this has been a pretty good amount of action in this game. Yep, Gandhi did flip Nottingham. I was just mentioning it and chat was on top of it too. Now, where is Zara's main stack? Like, he has to have a big stack somewhere, right? I'm just looking in English territory. Oh, it's still here. It's still in York. Okay. Zara, are you planning? I mean, like, these cities are... You can literally move here. You can move here. On the first turn of the war, you can move here. You can move here. You can move here. None of the English cities can be defended at all. Like, just move your stack next to one of them and take it. You have infantry. You can deal with redcoats. You actually have a tool to deal with redcoats. And Gandhi's apparently keeping the slider off, which, again, is the safer play. It's probably the right thing to do, as opposed to going for a faster but riskier strategy. He would have been totally safe if he had just gotten rifling before he turned the slider off. Yeah, I don't know what Zara's doing. He like declared war, but his units are just kind of sitting around doing nothing. He must be having some kind of pathfinding issue. Or he's upgrading. Oh, there they go. Finally, here they go. All right, against Oxford. Well, something softened up these units, something fierce. He has 16 cannons in that stack, so that city is going down very quickly. Yeah, this is not going to be long for this world. Question is, does Elizabeth survive to the finish of this game? I would say probably yes, because I don't think Gandhi's that far off from winning. But, like, these two are in a war, and these two are in a war, so, like, Gandhi's completely safe. Everybody else is fighting wars right now. He's 15 turns off. Yeah, we're still right on that turn 293 threshold here. I think if Zara were to fight Gandhi, I think Zara would have a pretty good shot to win. But the two of them are never going to come into contact because this game's going to be over before anyone else, before Elizabeth's gone. And I don't see Zara having... There's just not enough time for Zara to, like, start a war. Okay, over here. And, like, if this game were to continue longer, I'm pretty sure Sitting Bull dies to Qin, and then Elizabeth dies to Zara. And then it would actually be pretty interesting if, like, the game continued onwards for a while, because at that point, Zara would have, like, a real shot to take one of the others out for domination. But that's the thing with the early cultural victories, is, like, the games just, they're short. They don't go to turn 350. They're over by, like, turn 300. And, like, you just don't have a chance to go for some of these things, because the games wrap up very early. Anyway, London has a lot of redcoats. So, Zara's going to have to bring a real force. Looks like he's going for Hastings instead. Okay, this is where he's got more of his army. How about over here? Qin is starting to push forward, and he has cannons now as well, so Cahokia will not be able to hold out for too long. I love the Ethiopian destroyers out there, killing the English frigates and ironclads. So Hastings is likely to fall on one of these upcoming turns. Yeah, the defenses are pretty much down here. Elizabeth just had no shot after that early war from Zara, like took half her territory. And that force is still moving up there, but hasn't quite gotten to Cahokia. Alright. So kind of weird that Zara went for this city first, and then this city. Imagine if he had taken Newcastle in that earlier war. Warwick is down to 1 redcoat with 0.3 health remaining. If this Cavan infantry should be able to promote and just capture it. Unless Elizabeth gets another defender in there, which she did. 1 redcoat, a red... Oh no, it's an ironclad. What the heck? One of these... All we need is 1 unit to attack this redcoat. It's 0.3 health remaining. By the way, Gandhi never turned the slider back on. Oh my god, how is this city still alive? How is this city still alive? 1.1 health remaining. What is going on here? If you're curious about Gandhi, he is 6 turns. He's still on the turn 293. Meanwhile, over here, Cahokia is getting sieged down. Might get captured this turn. Although it looks like Sitting Bull just got assembly line. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. Anyway, we looked away, and another cav ran up and captured Warwick. So, Elizabeth is definitely dying, but I think she will survive long enough to make it through the rest of this game, which means only 1 kill in this game. Low kill count. But I do think if we played another 15 turns, she'd be gone, because she only has 1, 2... Wait, she only has 3 cities left? Oh yeah, she only has 3 cities left. And Sitting Bull is not that much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cities left. Let's see if Cahokia falls this turn. Yep, it did. Gandhi on mass media now. That would be hilarious if he built the UN. So yeah, definitely Sitting Bull would die soon and Elizabeth would die soon. That sped up the finishing date by 1 turn, building Broadway. 1 turn. But yeah, this is really Gandhi's game. It's interesting he's not finishing this game in first place in score. Now, well, now Zara has tanks, so now it would really be over. Redcoats are not going to do much of anything against tanks. And there goes London. Yeah. So Elizabeth just lost her capital. Sitting Bull just lost his capital. Elizabeth ends up at the lowest score here. So Elizabeth only has 2 cities left. She would be dead very, very soon from right now. And Sitting Bull wouldn't last that much longer either. But like that's it, because Delhi goes legendary on the next turn. So this will be a turn 292 cultural victory for Gandhi here. 292. So it was indeed Gandhi's game. He played really well in this one. You guys, I tried so hard to curse Gandhi. I tried so hard, but I couldn't do it. He still pulled it off. I really thought when Sitting Bull declared war and then Chin declared war, I was like, oh my god, the curse is actually going to do this. Curse is actually going to do this, but he survived the favorite. This is the first game all season the picking contest favorite won the game. First time all season. This is the 12th game. Insane that it took that long to have that. Anyway, let me jot this down. Cultural turn 292. Was it? 292. All right. And our order is Gandhi wins, then Zara, Chin, Sitting Bull, and Elizabeth. Just because we only had one leader die in this game. Although we were very close to losing 2 more. Okay. Zara, Gandhi, Chin, Sitting Bull, and Elizabeth. Okay. So what do you want to see? I mean, this game was relatively simple in terms of how it played out. It's just the way to stop Gandhi was someone needed to attack him early. No one attacked him early. He successfully spread his religion to everyone in the world other than Hammurabi. And all those fishing villages in the deep south really, really helped his economy. I think that was huge for him in this game. He had all those little Arctic cities. He was able to build a great lighthouse. He built the Colossus. He had a gazillion shrine income, and like that just powered his economy past everybody else. Then diplomatically, Hammurabi having his own religion was a big factor in this game. That's the main reason he died. I mean, the game would have gotten interesting if it had lasted longer. As we said, if there had been time enough for Zara to eat Elizabeth and then Chin to eat Sitting Bull, if one or both of them went after Gandhi, it would have been interesting to see what happened. I mean, he might have easily won anyway, because Gandhi was, he was technologically just as advanced as the others at the end of the game. But it would have been interesting to see. But just like that's what happens with these fast cultural victories, is just the game doesn't last long enough for that stuff to develop. Interesting point. Critical inflection point may have been Sitting Bull attacking Chin. Otherwise, Chin might have gone for Gandhi with his huge stack, possibly. Interestingly enough. Yeah, very, very fast playoff wins. We've had all these pre-turn 300 finishes. But I mean, it was pretty straightforward. We thought that was the most likely outcome, was that Gandhi would run the cultural playbook effectively. I was surprised that he got attacked twice at the end of the game, and he still beat off those attacks pretty easily. About the only thing it did was change the victory date from turn 270 to turn 292 or whatever. So really well played by Gandhi. And for once, a game played out the way we mostly expected.